Hello everybody, welcome back to Sharky Plays Evil West. I'm assuming a third of the way through this level right now. We're trying to get the power redirected to these carts here, I believe, if you can see it through there. And we're looking for some coils that can fix our gauntlet here. And we are now under the assumption that maybe Jesse's father is infected, because that seemed to make the most sense about why they attacked and let him walk away. But we won't know until we get to that point. But Virgil and I right now are going through this like wintry mining town to get all of this started. We have also received a new weapon that kind of like shocks the area, which is nice. Not going to go there just yet. But there's some cash right there. I want to know where Virgil is like coming from, because he always seems to be beating us to where we're going, so makes me wonder what exactly he knows. He is an engineer, but he seems to be completely dodging all the danger that we're in. I guess they didn't want to just give us a escort mission.
That should be it.
Number 3.
I can see that, you know.
Oh, is it going to be a mining race? Minecart time.
That worked.
Nice, nice, nice.
Sir? Are you sure about this?
You said down those rails is the best way to go.
Maybe the fastest, but the safest? I'm not so sure.
You're no fun, Verge.
Hop in the cart, boys. It's time to go. We're going to do our best Resident Evil 4 recreation. Yeah, my frame drops aren't dropping. My frame rate isn't chugging along with every scene change, so I guess it's just the epic settings. Okay. This is how you change up gameplay a bit. Good to know. I'm actually digging this. It's like, hey, we heard you like variety of gameplay. So they're like, just do this. Shit. Picking up some speed. All right. And now where's Virgil?
Maybe that wasn't such a good idea after all.
Where's Virgil?
At least I got closer.
You did get closer, Jesse. It's just I'm not sure what the cost was.
Mr. Jesse, hey! Are you alright?
So there is another way down.
But I'm sure yours was more exciting.
This game is so self-aware of itself. I'm actually like really digging the meta humor here.
With this workstation, you can easily upgrade your tech all by yourself now. Wait.
All right.
You're still good for comic relief.
The meta humor, like I'm just saying, it's just the electrical augmented version of the Rentier revolver that deals more damage and can make bullets ricochet. Sounds excellent. We're going to jump in straight to that one, because I want electric guns.
Ready to roll, sir?
That was this guy. Fuck me, dude. And you got these other guys coming in? Fuck. There we go. Ah, god damn it. Okay, was not expecting those two guys to show up. God damn. There we go. Jesus Christ. Health, please. Thank you. Let's get that. There we go. Get that 5 seconds of invincibility. And I need to really remember that I have this. This is such a sweet little get out of jail free. There we go.
How you holding up there, Verge?
Alright, that worked out.
Your team must have moved deeper down into the cave, sir.
Along with the coils. Let's get them.
Alright, so starting to get better at the flow of combat and the variety of abilities that I have. I need to start remembering that I have a wide set of, you know, things to use. Not just, you know, basic gun and melee. They got, you know, electro. There we go. Forgot I had that too. Nice, nice, nice. Shoot you. What do you give me? Give me a chest. What perk do you give me? Oh, ghost suit. Do I already have that one? Oh, I don't. That one looks a little cooler. Am I supposed to go this way? I think I am. So we're going to go this other way real quick. Just make sure we have our exploration knocked out here. Yep. This is the arena. Can't see shit though.
That was painful.
Jesus. There we go. Alright. So the tick guys aren't really an issue if they are just handled. Yeah, they go down in just a single flurry, so... Oh, shit. Fuck, dude, there's so many guys. And of course, it's a shielded one. There we go, we got him. Get you. Nope. Get out of jail. You. Oh, shit. Okay. Thought I could handle him, but there we go. I also gotta get better on timing those counter kicks. Snapshot, big gun, great finish. Okay. So we're not going to head further down that path until I check out this path again. Because... do I have to go that way?
Glamour we found there leads us to
believe some kind of ancient creatures hibernating.
Creatures hibernating down in those mines. Local Indian
Doesn't resemble any sanguine. Okay, so they found something that does not resemble the vampires that they've been seeing. Is that the way I'm supposed to go? Or was this just like a bonus arena? Because I got a lot from that combat encounter. Is it? Oh, it is. Just a box. Lethal Heights. Alright, so I got a lot of shit. Rifle damage increased by 20%. That's a good upgrade. Performing a zapper finish produces a spike of electricity, dropping an energy pickup. To finish an enemy with zapper, either perform a dash or pull to a near-death opponent. Okay. Boomstick reload mechanic. Right, mechanism allows for a 20% faster cooldown. Really making me consider my upgrades here. All damage to midair enemies increases by 25%. It's not bad. Unlocks at 7. That's 6. 10. Press LB to destroy the incoming flying projectile attacks. Does not work with bullets or shockwaves. Pickups are now collected from a much wider distance. Icarus, killing enemy midair has a 100% chance of dropping an energy. Chaining the next melee right when the previous one connects deals an extra 30% increased damage and makes the next punch faster. We're doing a lot of melee, so I'm going to kind of invest in our melee a bit. Alright, let's get headed back to the other way. But that wasn't bad. That gave us a lot of stuff in that combat encounter, so I'm happy about that. Keep on. Like, this man is incredibly strong to just be able to push this, like, without any help at all. It's absurd. I want to know where we are, though. Like, where in this continental United States are we? This has to be, like... I mean, there's oceans, right? So that would mean... Is that a big old frozen lake? Somewhere in Canada? Like, I don't... Okay, so it seems like I can two-shot those guys now, which isn't bad. Maybe I just got lucky on the,
Rails where now?
I'll try to move it a little closer, sir.
You do that.
Yep. Yeah.
Anyone seen some coils around here?
Okay, they're just now throwing, like, bosses at us. Oh, fuck. Okay, so that does stun bosses. Very good to know. Oof. Jesus. Fuck. Okay. The 4 shots in this rifle does not feel good at times, but at least I know that our Y mechanic. Yeah. Alright, so yep, just keep moving. Oh my god. There we go. Fuck. Oh. Jesus, dude. This enemy variety. No wonder they threw a bunch of shit my way. Alright, we're going to go with just upgrading the pool. Jesus. Fuck me, man. This fight sucks. Health. Nope. Fuck, dude. There we go. Bro, can you stop throwing enemies at me? Let's go. Got it. Oh, man.
You alright there, Verge?
I am, as long as that big ugly fat thing is dead.
Jesus Christ. That was this level is relentless, man. It's just throwing like boss after boss after boss. Just keeps throwing these big guys at me. But we're handling it, thankfully.
I think I found the entrance, Mr. Jesse.
Well done, Verge.
Alright. Hopefully that is it for a while. Like, I don't want to keep dealing with
Is it safe yet?
these horde battles where just a bosses being thrown at me.
Coil fine, sir. Dark and messy rooms are kind of my natural habitat. Thank you, Mr. Jester. Holy moly! The hell is that thing?
Oh,
Something worth putting up a damn big glamour for, I guess.
I've never seen such a peculiar being. Looks like one of those dinosaurs they dug up in a desert.
that is a skull.
This is incredible. According to these studies, it's some kind of pre-Columbian creature. The natives called it the Piazza. Scott's gonna shit bricks when he hears about this. I mean, Agent Bloom is gonna be really interested in this find. He majored in
That is
mythological
large.
creatures, but seeing it with your own eyes?
Splendiferous. That freaky kid's building an army of foul bloods. How did you get roped into all this?
Look here. The last entry is from the 12th of May, 3 years ago. That's probably when the ticks came.
This ugly-ass trophy must have been important to her. It's clear she didn't want uninvited guests here. Get the coils, kid. Let's find a place where you can fix the gauntlet, because we need it ready for action.
They found a giant mythological creature. This game's all over the place. Again, like this game's loading, I'm getting these fucking frame rate drops. It's wild.
Mr. Renier, sir, we have a situation.
I'm kind of in the middle of something.
Well, it's more of an emergency, actually. Some ticks have gotten loose in the basement, and,
What got out of what now?
it
Whoop.
was an honest mistake. I was taking the liberty to experiment with some ticks we captured, and things got...
Jesse's about to beat the shit out of this guy.
Jesse, before you go all red and do that angry maniac thing you do, maybe we could consider it a great opportunity.
You make it so hard to like you, Verge. You know that, right?
Remember that fortuitous gauntlet malfunction that helped you and your father survive? Turns out that malfunction is a simple override protocol. One you can now control thanks to, well,
Jesse is having none of their shit.
Better work, or there's gonna be a gauntlet malfunction on your face. I ain't got time to be cleaning up every mess you nerds make.
Please don't tell Dr. Blackwell about this. Mr. Renier?
Jesse's like, man, I'm just gonna go punch this shit out of some vampires.
Mr. Rentier, there's some kind of havoc in the basement.
Yeah, I am aware. Alright. Supercharged mode. Trigger, supercharged mode. Okay. Alright, I vibe with that.
I'll need that.
I have a Spartan Rage mode now, basically.
I can't thank you enough for your help, sir.
Ticks in the basement, Bloom, are you out of your mind?
Sorry, sir.
It's only for research purposes.
Felt kind of right to be out.
This just came in. It's from Agent Gravener. Good or bad?
Private.
Oh,
Speaking of bad, I found a giant ancient cadaver in Baxter. Any idea why Ticks would want to hide it?
A few. Why isn't Agent Bloom allowing anyone in to see your father?
Security, Doc. Calico's the last working cell in the country, and we mean to keep it that way. That means closing a few doors? Well, so be it.
But I'm a medical professional and the head of this cell.
So a chain of command shouldn't be an issue for you.
Amelia's having none of it.
Sir.
Emilia, you don't have to get all...
I'd prefer Dr. Blackwell, sir. Ready for debrief whenever suits you best.
Are they related? Like, they haven't been mentioned, but it seems like they know each other. Perhaps just on friendly terms.
Well, let's skip to the things we're here for, shall we?
What is
creature you
this?
found in the Devil's Pass is essentially an oversized leech, a bloodsucker of sorts. Its stomach acids prevent blood from coagulation.
So it's like a living container?
Precisely. Moreover, according to microscopic analysis, the blood within the leech is remarkably old. It's not only that, it isn't like anything we've ever seen.
And Felicity feeds it to her familiars. Gotta learn more about that sawmill and how it's all connected.
So there's leeches with blood of more ancient vampires.
The McCallum
And is that-
sawmill was founded in 1845 by Elijah McCallum, definition of a small-town family operation. After Elijah's death 2 years ago, the mill was bought out by an investor representing the Andalusia Financial Services Group, conglomerate of banks, oil fields, railways, you name it.
What does a big fish like that want with a shitty little sawmill on the ass end of nowhere?
It's unclear. The purchase itself was entirely above board.
What about the forest? Old native ritual sites, burial mounds, anything?
Nothing a note, no.
Well, guess I'll just have to figure this out on my own then. Thanks for your time, Dr. Blackwell.
I live to serve, sir. I'll get back to my research now.
Yeah, Amelia's not having any of Jesse's shit anymore. Alright, so a small town sawmill was bought out by a big corporation. I'm getting vibes of Yakuza 0.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Of just, you know, insignificant places.
Acting up. The glamour must be near.
Insignificant places being targeted by big, important people. If I had to guess, though, I'm probably going to assume that that financial corporation is a bunch of familiars.
Holy shit. Chester did say something about the source of the glamour.
Okay. So glamours have sources, and that is where my thing shows us.
More disgusting than I even imagined. The glamour's probably secured by more of these ugly tumors. Need to take them out to destroy the illusion.
Yep. So we're just gonna go around the way here and open up the glamour. Get on up. Combat arena. This looks like a combat arena. You look new. Three for one. Oh, you're new. Let's unload on him. Him. Excellent. Alright, not too bad there. New lore, infected waster. Tentacle heads of the mutation are filled with caustic liquids. When in danger, pod temperature rise until they explode. Spread the vampiric infection far and wide, and the compound can't survive the extreme. The compound can't survive the extreme temperatures. So they intended to blow them up as kind of like infection bombs, but I'm hearing Felicity.
Father, I now believe
There's another ancient beast we can use against our enemies, but more primitive, pure, pre-colonial. It's what connects us. So they found the source of all the vampires.
Bone
I'll blow up now. Up a little more, probably.
It's getting weaker now. Probably there's one or maybe two sources more.
Okay, am I stuck? Some money. So they found an old vampire. Can I not go that way? I guess I have to drop off the lid. Oh, wait, nope, there's a passage. Good to know. Money. Let's do that. Nope, nope, nope. Let's get you. Cool story. Get you over here. Get you up. Get you over here. Get you. Not bad. Yeah, so we're starting to kind of figure out a pace to beat those guys. The guys who throw the little ticks, just pull them in, beat them up, kind of isolate the bigger guys. Get rid of all the little support. It definitely does feel like God of War. Like every combat encounter had a every enemy had like a weakness and a certain fighting style. You kind of had to balance it out.
Just spent thousands to take possession of this shithole, but this machinery hasn't been used
A
for
little
ages.
hole on that.
Something's fishy here. Bet the answer's hidden behind that glamour.
Felicity again.
Look at yourselves, my children.
You're sick, poverty stricken, dirty poor
You are
peasants.
sick, weak, and poverty-stricken.
She turned to the sawmill. Starting to think that maybe Felicity is the ringleader here, and not the her father like we initially killed. Whoa, is that a
Let's check this beauty out.
flamethrower? Okay. Sure, man. You're just gonna introduce that to me this far in the game? Like I said, though, every level shows me something new, it feels like. Let's just keep chaining combos together. They really just went, here, man, have a flamethrower. In mission 5 of this game? Bruh. I mean, I dig it. I'm here for it. It's just... that was one thing I was not expecting. But, I mean, hey, we got a flamethrower now. So we're gonna use that and enjoy it. There's that. Boom.
Guess that was the last source. Let's see what you're hiding there.
Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, into you we go. Not bad.
Jeez, that damn smell doesn't bode well. Let's take a look, see.
Get all these leeches. Oh, an overcharge.
Christ, it's a goddamn blood factory.
Bro, what the hell are you? Like, cannonball. Okay. Oh, what's the frame drops? Let's just do this. Okay, can't cannonball those guys. Should have known better. Get you. Oh yeah, just gonna straight decapitate you. Why not? There we go. Okay, so I can just launch guys at bigger bosses. I guess I now understand that for future encounters. And that is a big boy. Of course, this leeches though. That's an interesting take on it. They kept saying ticks and all that, so I expected like ticks, but like leeches actually makes a little bit of a better.
Not a living soul. She changed every last one of the workers here.
That she did. And we also probably handled most of them. What you giving me? Ghost hat. Kind of excited every time I find new, like, skins and stuff like that. Looks like there's only 3, which kind of sucks. And am I tripping, or did these just not give us? No. No bonuses or anything, just different outfits. Oh. Flamethrower. That it? Nice. But yes, there is also...
Hell, these things are alive and pumping blood. Got a bad feeling about its source.
I don't think there's areas in previous levels that I could have gotten to.
That in this damn
I don't think there's the things in previous levels that I needed the flamethrower for, so... Can I... Not? Okay, you're not just not gonna let me grab you. Cool, good to know. Get over here, please. God damn, dude. Get over here. Health. Yep. Yeah, those are the guys who are throwing the ticks and everything. They're definitely turning out to be the hardest enemies to have involved in these like horde battles we have. Look at the sizes of these leeches, man.
I found it, Father.
Feasting on its
The
blood,
forest
ancient, pure.
flourishes by feasting on its blood. It's exactly how you described it. Ancient, unique.
Yep, they found ancient, pure blood. So good to know. This. Okay, so this is the way I was supposed to go.
What are you protecting?
So this is where I was supposed to go, so we're gonna head on back. Can I head on back? I guess not.
Like locusts.
Alright, so I might have missed some secrets. That sucks. But we can keep on moving. Probably nothing too important. But we're gonna just keep on.
Every single tree is covered with those damn leeches.
Work point. Aftershock. Bait and switch.
Deeper into this forest, the more blood traces I see. That's never a good sign.
Yep, just can't get up there. I like having the flamethrower. Hey, big box. Boom balls. Pickups can be shot by the rifle or X-bow. Wait, I get a bow and arrow to cause an explosion. You're telling me I get a bow and arrow too? Dodging sideways or backwards to avoid, designed for the melee combo and increases the area of effect on the next punch. Yeah? I kind of vibe with that. 5,000. So I can get a new finisher, bigger rifle damage, faster shotgun, or I can just get the electric gun. And might be surprising to you all that I'm going to go with the electric gun. This level's kind of like a small maze. Okay, there we go. Bruh. Rad. Yeah, that's rad. Some money. So, Instagram. Why am I getting Instagram notifications? Bro, that is sweet. Just this electric revolver. They also just seem to do a lot more damage. Okay. Light you up. There we go. More giggles, that means more of her notes might be around. Her giggles have always been around when it comes to her little diary.
Son of a... Another ancient beast. Fucking great.
Excuse me. What do you mean? This thing still looks like fleshy. Like, this thing's just kind of been around. What the fuck?
Doesn't look to be long dead.
It really doesn't. Look at all these leeches.
That's a hell of a tooth.
Bro. There's like, okay, hey, we've run out of surprises. We're throwing kaiju.
That's great.
Throwing kaiju into this game. Yeah, just keep giving ourselves kind of just invincibility frames here. Oh, reload that. There we go. Is that it? Feels like that was it. Alright, so I guess just shocking and grabbing is the game plan here. There are so many leeches. They've turned this whole thing into a nest.
Christ, what a stink.